Welcome back to the deep dive. We're here to unpack sources and pull out those key insights for you. Today, we're looking at Nicholas Sparks' novel, A Walk to Remember. We've got a detailed review here. And our mission really is to go beyond just the love story. We want to explore why it hits so hard. The love, the faith, the transformation. It sort of redefined a young love, doesn't it?
It really does. What's so interesting, I think, is how it moves past being just a typical romance. We're going to look at the characters, this really unexpected path they take together, and how they fundamentally change each other.
Yeah.
It shows how, a seemingly simple story can have this incredible emotional depth, real insights into connection.
Absolutely. It's known for being poignant, sure, but Sparks sets up something deeper right from the start. The setting itself, Beaufort, North Carolina. Back in the late 1950s, it's this quiet, very traditional town. Almost feels like another character, you know?
hmm It really establishes a mood. And that's where we meet Landon Carter, popular guy, high school senior. But initially, pretty shallow, kind of aimless, just going along.
Yeah, just coasting. And then you have Jamie Sullivan. Completely different, daughter of the town's Baptist minister. She's all about humility, kindness, devotion. Always carrying her Bible, wearing modest clothes.
Right, and she gets picked on for it at school quite a bit.
Yeah.
But the review points out this hidden, well, not hidden, but this quiet, extraordinary strength underneath it all. A real clarity about who she is, especially compared to Landon.
Their worlds seem miles apart. But then the school play happens. Landon gets roped into participating. You know how high school is. And that's how he ends up actually working with Jamie side by side.
Yeah, it starts off totally reluctant on his part, like it's a punishment, basically. But then, surprise, it grows into a real friendship. And from there, the big shift. Landon falls for her. Deeply, unexpectedly. It really shakes up his whole world.
And the nature of that romance is key, isn't it? The review calls it gentle, innocent, incredibly pure. It feels different from typical teenage stuff.
Exactly. It elevates it. And Jamie's kindness, it's not just a personality trait. It becomes his catalyst, the force that reshapes Landon's life. She's not just the girl he falls for. She's the one who helps him find purpose, sparks that transformation. She's like his guide.
Okay, so you're feeling the connection, the transformation starting, and then classic Sparks, right? He pulls the rug out. The story takes this huge turn. Jamie reveals her secret.
Yeah, the heart-wrenching part. She's dying. Leukemia. And that changes everything. The whole tone shifts dramatically.
It really does. It stops being just a romance suddenly.
Absolutely. That reveal is not just a plot device, it's the pivot point.
Yeah.
The review calls it an existential reckoning. Suddenly, it's about life, loss, time, big questions. The love story is still there, but now it's a lens for looking at mortality and meaning.
And that confrontation, that reckoning, it leads straight into the big themes. Redemption, for one. We see Landon change so much. From that careless kid to this devoted, empathetic young man. But is it just circumstance? Or is it earned? The review suggests it's sparked entirely by love for Jamie, guided by her quiet grace and her faith.
I think it feels earned because of her influence.
Yeah.
It's not superficial. And that ties into faith, which is huge in this book.
Mm-hmm.
And it's broader than just religious belief, though Jamie's Christianity is strong, obviously. It's also faith in people, faith in change, faith in love itself, even when things look bleak.
Right. Like her illness, it's devastating, but it doesn't crush her spirit.
Not at all. Instead, she ends up teaching Landon and us really how to live meaningfully, how to find purpose even with limited time. It's about finding that light even in the dark.
That emotional weight definitely comes through in how the story's told, too. It's all Landon's perspective, right?
Yeah.
But looking back years later.
Yes, decades later. That retrospective voice adds this nostalgic weight, almost dreamlike. You really feel the passage of time, the lasting impact of it all.
Sparks is known for that emotional clarity, as the review puts it. It makes their journey feel so personal.
It does. And there's something else, something really crucial behind that authenticity. Sparks actually based Jamie on his own sister, Danielle.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that detail.
Yeah, she passed away from cancer. So that real-life loss, it's not just background info. It breathes this quiet truth into the book. You feel it in the writing. It makes every word feel earned, heartfelt, like it comes from somewhere real.
That adds another layer entirely. And the ending. It reflects that, I think. Jamie and Landon get married. It fulfills her last wish.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful, but also so poignant. Because it's not the fairy tale happily ever after. The ending is, well, it's a memory that lasts forever for Landon.
Yeah, even years later, he remembers her. He still, walks with her in his heart. She's still profoundly part of him.
And that's where the title, A Walk to Remember, gets its full meaning right. It's not just a title, it's a metaphor for the whole journey. Love, faith, loss, growth. Jamie's gone, physically, but she leaves this legacy of light in Landon, proof that connections can transcend even death.
So wrapping this up, what's the big takeaway here? What should you, our listener, hold on to from this? It seems A Walk to Remember isn't just about first love being sweet or sad. It's more about how even a short life, like Jamie's, can have this massive world-changing impact. It's about how powerful connection is, how one person's kindness, their faith, can genuinely inspire a total transformation in someone else.
Right. And it makes you think, doesn't it? It prompts a question for your own life. What about those unexpected connections you've had, or encounters, the ones that maybe nudged you towards being, well, better, or made you think about what living meaningfully really looks like? This story suggests the most important journeys are often those we take with others, even if they're brief, even if the destination isn't what we planned.
We really hope this deep dive gave you a fresh look at a story many already know. Or maybe just a new way to think about the marks we leave on each other, the legacies, the unexpected meaning we find. Keep exploring, keep reading, and definitely keep feeling.